Hello folks, John Ley here. Every elected official in our state, and for that matter our country, takes an oath of office. They raise their hand, in many places they place their hand on a Bible, and they swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of our state. Let me remind our elected officials, especially Governor Inslee, the first preamble to our state constitution. All political power is inherent in the people, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, and are established to protect and maintain individual rights. It's now been over 4 months since Governor Inslee issued his first emergency order. It was the beginning of many emergency orders that shut down our state's economy, that restricted the freedom of the people and their rights, the freedom to go to work, the freedom to operate their businesses, the freedom to go to the doctor and get emergency surgeries, and much more. We can understand from a certain perspective an emergency is something that must be handled immediately. And yet an emergency does not last over 4 months. You, the people, are supposed to be in control. Today we face an unprecedented challenge. Our state has an $8.8 billion budget deficit. And I want to give a hat tip to Jason Mercier of the Washington Policy Center for recently reminding the people of what our Constitution says. Anytime our state has a deficit, the Constitution requires the governor to do one of two things. The governor can either slash spending across the board until the budget is balanced, or he can call the representatives of the people, the state legislature, into emergency session so that the representatives of you, the people, can weigh in on how to balance the budget so that the budget is no longer in a deficit situation. That has not happened, and it's been nearly 2 months since we've known of that humongous $8.8 billion deficit. At the end of the day, many politicians are content to allow the governor to continue issuing emergency decrees and emergency orders. They are not following the Constitution that they swore an oath to uphold. So I want to, in closing tonight, bring to your attention one final piece. There's an initiative going around, I-1114. I want to encourage you to get your hands on it and sign it. Initiative 1114 will limit the powers of the governor in declaring an emergency to just 14 days, unless your elected representatives meet and decide it is appropriate to extend the power of the governor beyond 14 days. At the end of the day, as our Constitution says, all power comes from the people, and the power is given to the government to only protect the rights of you, the fair people of our state. I want to be your senator to protect your rights, to defend you, the fair people of our state. Go to electjohnlee.com to learn more about my battle to represent you, to defend your rights, and to uphold the rule of law. Remember, Lee is the key for responsible, constitutionally mandated representation.